Hey guys, Anthony here. It's Tuesday, February 18th, 2020. Here tonight, I want to do a video here highlighting some of the Antifa activity that I was reading about recently. And there's a couple articles. This is the main one that I want to talk about tonight in tonight's video, but there's others also. It's entitled Antifa Bully Threatens Pelosi's Republican Challenger with Death. So I'll put the link to this in the description box also, guys, just so you guys can see it. I watched the video on the Twitter link that's on here. And so let me read. So Republican John Dennis, I guess this guy, John Dennis, he's also the head of the Republican Party in San Francisco, I believe. So he's running against Nancy Pelosi in her district. So a man identified as an Antifa bully by Representative Nancy Pelosi's Republican challenger, John Dennis, threatened Dennis with death. Dennis, who was also chair of the San Francisco Republican Party, filmed the incident with the far-left protester, which took place during a cleanup event on the streets of San Francisco. So apparently there were people, women and other people out cleaning the streets of San Francisco up because they're full of feces and needles and litter and what have you because of how poorly that city's been run. And so this guy Dennis is out there, I guess, helping out. Laura Ingraham also posted, where are the Democrats condemning this? Listen, Laura, you're not going to get Democrats condemning anything. If anything, you're going to get more violence, worse violence moving forward. So forget about Democrats coming out and condemning this. That was Laura Ingram's post. John Dennis put on his post or his Twitter feed, this Antifa bully thought he could intimidate San Francisco Republicans. And he put wrong question, exclamation point, San Francisco cleanup. And that's what they were doing. So the man who did not know Dennis accused him of being a racist. During the incident, the Antifa bully also said to Dennis, I'm going to catch you when all the cameras aren't around, and I'm going to F you up. Dennis said the man was making all kinds of vulgar gestures to suburban moms who came in to clean up San Francisco. He was also threatening every guy he could find in the crowd. Dennis decided to approach the man to try to diffuse the situation. So in the video, when you watch it, you click on the link, you'll see this guy. He's clearly, there's a couple things. He's either a crisis actor, which many of these guys are, or he's just a very violent, possibly violent, deranged Antifa thug. So which one is it? Maybe it's both. I don't know. But I know that this guy, John Dennis, I don't know him too much. This is the first I heard of him. I'm gonna look into his YouTube feed a little bit more. But none of these people, Republicans, nobody is tough enough or stern enough or ballsy enough to take these guys on. And it goes on to say the guys in the crowd threatening men in the crowd, every man he could find. So there's nobody there that could lay this guy out, knock him right out while he's talking to him and threatening them. Because I know if I was in the crowd and this guy comes up to me, there's going to be a freaking problem. I'm telling you right now. There's going to be a problem. So what they want to elicit, I believe what they want to see right now is they want to incite violence. They want to get a reaction. And so if somebody did challenge this guy and maybe hit him or knock him out or fight with him, they'll say, see the fascists, it's what we've been saying all along. They're the violent ones, putting the onus back on us. These guys are never held accountable. The police, I've never seen them hold these people accountable. It says sometimes they arrest them. I don't know what they do after they arrest them, but this group just seems to be growing. And so, my advice to Mr. John Dennis, get a little bit more ballsy with these people. Show them who you are if you really want to beat Nancy Pelosi. Show them that you're really serious about cleaning this damn city up. Stop taking the bull crap. Time is running out. These people are becoming more violent, more threatening, and you're sitting there trying to reason with them, telling them you grew up in the hood or in a housing development. Come on. You don't have to apologize or prove yourself to these guys. They call you out, call them right back. Call them right back, because the only thing they understand is force. It's the only thing they understand. So there's another story here also while I'm on this page. If you scroll down, there's it said, meanwhile in New York, 2 university teachers face questioning over their reported involvement in the violent and destructive January 31st rampage through the New York City subway system. The teachers were named as Natasha Dillon, a professor at the University of Buffalo, wow, and Amin Hussein, an adjunct instructor at New York University. What wonderful people these universities are employing. These two university teachers are co-founders of the far-left movement Decolonize This Place. First I heard of them. First I'm reading about them here. Which called for a citywide convergence at Grand Central Station to F the police. Okay. I'm from New York. I worked in the city. I traveled through Grand Central Station every day when I commuted to and from work. I know this area very well. So on their Twitter page, it apparently says, the streets are ours, the trains are ours, the walls are ours, this moment is ours. How will you and your crew build an F shit up for hashtag FTP3 on hashtag J31st this Friday? ISSA, ISSA, mother effing movement. So the January 31st event saw hundreds of protesters storm the subway system, jumping and vandalizing the turnstiles, spraying graffiti on the walls. New York City estimates that the protests cost the city $100,000. 13 people were arrested in the melee. Among the demands of the protesters were banning police from patrolling the subway system and making the subway rides free. Actually, with Mayor de Blasio in there, I'm surprised these demands aren't being met, because as far as I could see, the city's police force, their hands are tied, number one. The mayor of the city, de Blasio, is destroying the city, actually destroying it. New York City is becoming a cesspool. It not already is. It's a cesspool. For these type of people to get away with this and to say this type of stuff, especially to be teachers at, major universities, University of Buffalo, I don't know how many people go there, and New York University, certainly heard of that. I know there's a lot of people going there. So all these kids that you send to these universities, what do you think is happening with professors like these two here? They're getting indoctrinated. So when your son or daughter comes home from college to visit, you'll slowly see their minds, if they were brought up one way, maybe to think for themselves, conservative morals, values, stuff like that. You'll see them brains just start to be twisted and softened by professors like this. So with all this going on, what's going to happen one day when people don't want mother effing people running through the subways thinking it's theirs and doing whatever they want? What's going to happen one day when men cleaning up the streets with their wives, or somebody running for office doesn't want to be threatened with death threats while they're out there with their families or campaigning or whatever, and they stand up to these people? What's going to happen then? That's what I'm waiting to see. Because let me tell you something, and I'll close the video after this. This movement, this Antifa movement, is getting more and more violent, more and more brazen, and it's for a purpose. They want to push and see how much they can get away with. And they want to elicit a response. I'm afraid, though, when the response does come, these groups are going to get rolled over really, really quickly by Americans that don't want to take their bullshit anymore. So that's my video tonight, guys. Sorry for the foul language. I'll put the link in the description box, and let me know what you think. Okay? More videos to come. Stay ready, stay strong, stay prayed up. There's still a chance for this country, but we need revival, guys. We definitely need revival. And we need men and women to stand up for what is right. Starting now. Take care. Stay ready.